My name is Gabriel Egu. On today's exciting episode, we're taking a look at how bags are created from locally sourced leather. I'm visiting a Nigerian-owned brand here in Lagos, Nigeria, where some of the most beautiful bags you see on shelves across the world are actually created. I'm going to be talking to the CEO of Queeness World. She'll tell us about the art of creating these bags, but also a little bit about the business of running this brand. One of the things I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be trying my hands on actually creating one bag. You want to see how all of this goes down? Come with me. Thank you so much, Queeness, for welcoming us. Not just me, I mean all of us are coming to your space at this time. Thank you for welcoming us.
Thank you.
I've been following your journey for like a very long time, from way back when you started as Everything Queeness.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was a thrift store, and you're already sewing. You're doing some pieces from Ankara and local fabrics, but now you own this amazing bag brand. How did it start? How did you come here? How did you get here?
Okay, it's been a beautiful journey, right? So I've always had a thing for like special, crafts, but I was still trying to find my way. But now I started officially 2021, right? So that was like the breakthrough for me because I had a lot of people interested in our bags, even foreigners. They were so, impressed with the quality and everything. So that's how we started, started making beautiful bags and started exporting, and we're doing great.
But you also talked about how, it's just 2021. It means that your business is, of creating bags is 1 year old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'll say for 1 year.
But we registered our business 2019. Okay. Yeah, then it was still like everything, making clothes, selling different outfits, selling bags, but it was not purely this brand, that you're seeing now.
You mentioned how you started manufacturing bags just 2021, which is just 1 year.
Yeah, officially.
Yeah. But I saw where you posted and you made an Instagram post, and in that post we're talking about how you finally gifted yourself a new space, and this is the space when it was your birthday. Tell us about that. Tell us about why you chose to expand and...
Yeah, because the market is growing. A lot of people are recognizing our brands, both locally and internationally. So a lot of people recognize that this brand is not just the regular, this is different. We're not just selling, we're not just importing bags to resell. We are producing it here in Lagos, in Nigeria. So with that, I know that more people at the long run also join, the space and accept this brand as a luxury brand, as a big brand, not just the, the Gucci, the Prada and all of that. Queeness is going to be one of the biggest, so just watch out.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, that post was very emotional for me because I saw you were showing the space and you were like, this is the gift I'm giving myself on my birthday. Yeah. How did he make you feel? That's what
it made me feel good. Like nobody had to help. Okay, people helped me out obviously because we had to create this. It was not like this initially. So there were people, but like I did it myself with my own money.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned that part of what you want your brand to do is you want your brand to be recognized here locally in Nigeria. You want it to be this luxury brand that Nigerians can say, you know what, instead of going for international luxury brands that Nigerians like to be affiliated with, they can just come to your brand and say, oh, if we buy Queeness, we know we're getting luxury, we know we're getting quality. Tell us more about your vision for your brand.
Okay, so apart from the fact that we export our bags to, foreigners, both in US and UK and other countries too, I want Nigerians to, love this brand, like the way they love to associate themselves with Gucci. I've been calling Gucci because everyone wants to tag Gucci even if they're not using the actual brand. They just want, So I want people to be excited to, be part of our brand, to rock our brand, to, be happy they're using our brand. So that's the idea. Apart from the fact that we're also we love to see foreigners, enjoying our brand, using our brand, rocking it. We want our own people to love it. and appreciate the brand.
I think that makes so much sense because we're at a point where, not much of production is happening in the country. A lot of times we're exporting things, we're exporting products, and we have the raw materials for some of these things, but sometimes we don't have the skill, we don't have the infrastructure to help put these things into processes that bring out all this, finished product. So all we do is just export. So when you're talking about people here recognizing, I think that's one of the things that Nigerians, Africans need to start doing. Loving our own. I think I would say the same thing. It's just like how we have Afrobeat music. The world is loving it. But I think it will not make sense if Nigerians themselves are not.
You get it.
So as much as you want to export, you're saying that it's also important for people here to love and want to associate with your brand. Okay, that makes so much sense. I think you're a big inspiration to a lot of young people who are coming out of school and trying to figure out what they need to do. Why did you decide that you don't want to work for anyone?
So when I finished school, I wasn't sure because I was actually a business person in school. I do sell, things, bracelets. I make things. I like to create. Okay, but I wasn't sure that I was going to, do that. So I decided to try out something. So I worked for a fashion brand for like 6 months after I came out of school. I don't know if I should call the name. It's actually a big brand. So when I worked with them, they were just purely online store. And they were doing great. And I said, there's no physical store and they're doing stuff like this. So that means I can do better. Do you understand? So when I actually started as an online store. But now this is a physical store plus where we can also produce, the bags. And it wasn't easy actually because sometimes you don't make sales, sometimes you do. So when you don't make sales, you're like thinking, oh God, how do I survive and all of that. But when you put your mind to it and you have the right people around you, you'll definitely get to where you want to be. So just do your thing. Don't forget about the naysayers. They'll definitely say no. But if you put your mind to it, you're going to get there.
Okay, so let me also ask you about the challenges. I feel like you mentioned a little bit of it. Sometimes not making sales. Those are one of the challenges of entrepreneurship. But what are the challenges specifically of creating bags? Is it sourcing the raw materials? What makes this business actually challenging for you?
Okay, so the thing is, another thing is sourcing of fabrics. It's actually very difficult to get some fabrics. You stock them up and the client is saying, I want something else, and you spend so much on those fabrics, especially when you're just starting. So you have to get money again to stock on some fabrics. I know different people with different, tastes. So you have to keep trying. So that's it for a startup. But eventually when you're growing, you'll be able to, cater for all these needs. Then another thing is, the market. Initially, when we started, just very few people want to get local bags. But now that they're saying it's very expensive to import bags to Nigeria, and they're seeing our beautiful bags for that kind of amount, and they're not just the regular. You're definitely sure that when you buy this bag, you might not see it in another person's place. But mass production from China and everything. So this is actually very unique. So at first it was like a problem where we don't have people patronizing. You have to keep telling them, okay, this is what we made. You like, oh no, I don't like it. I would prefer to get,
So
and there's so many challenges, but with time we're able to beat it and grow.